Hello everyone, I'm FMZ and welcome to episode 30 of Resurgence with Sheffield Wednesday. We've got a roundup of games for you today featuring the tie with Southampton in the EFL Cup and some championship fixtures as well. Don't forget, if you enjoy this content, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Leave me a comment if you've got anything to say. Also, don't forget, I'm a member of the FM Creators community and the Passion for FM team. The link to the Discord servers is in the description. Let's get to the results. And we start today's results at a club just down the road from our opponent's last time out, Bristol City. The link is up the top for that one. And it was a 3-0 win over Cardiff City. Let's take a look at the goals. Christoph Zimmerman with the opening goal from a Conor Gallagher free kick. Zimmerman rising highest above everybody to head us in front. We made it 2-0 on 49 minutes from a bit further out. This time Zimmerman heading it on. Bornier, his defensive partner, sliding it into the net for 2-0. And we wrapped it up just on the hour. Izzy Brown with the ball in the centre of the field. He will play it towards Brandon Borello. Comes into the penalty area, slides it into the net for Sheffield Wednesday 3, Cardiff City 0. We followed that one up with the game with Southampton and sadly ended in defeat in the fourth round of the EFL Cup. Let's take a look at the goals. Jan Valery put Southampton in front on 31 minutes, rising above everybody to head them into the lead. They made it 2-0 on 50 minutes. Valery with the ball in towards Danny Ings. He will send it into the middle. There is Emerson heading in for number 2. We did pull one back through Morgan Fox in the 62nd minute. Hurahan with the ball out to him, and he'll have a lovely shot from inside the penalty area to give us a little bit of hope. But alas, we couldn't find a second goal to take it to penalties, so we are out of the cup. We followed that up with an entertaining 0-0 draw with Derby County. As you can see, there were plenty of chances in the game. Neither side could find a goal as it finished 0-0. Only the one required at Blackpool, although looking at the chances we should have had plenty more, but Ryan Brewster's goal was enough. Let's take a look at it. Scored after 18 minutes. Brownhill with the ball into the middle to Hurahan. He will play it wide to Morgan Fox. There is Ryan Brewster in the centre of your screen as he slides it into the net to give us the only goal of the game. And a disappointing one, this one, a 1-1 draw with struggling Reading. It has to be said, we dominated yet again, but we couldn't find a second goal. Let's take a look at Curtis Jones's goal. Fastest one we've recorded so far this season after 16 seconds. Jones picks the ball up in the centre of the park and he just keeps going before he unleashes one beyond Cabral to give us the lead. But much like we did at the start of the first half, Reading did at the start of the second. Osborne with the ball on the left. Saeed is in the middle and he heads the ball into the net, which, to be fair, at that point Reading hadn't deserved it, but looking at the balance of play at the end, I suppose you could argue that they deserved a point. As you could argue, we deserved a point from Hull City, but we should have probably had a little bit more. Jake Bidwell was sent off very early on for them, but we couldn't convert it. Let's take a look at the goals. So we start with the controversial moment. Bidwell's red card, 2-footed on Borello. That is not a difficult decision for the referee, and he was rightly sent from the field of play. And we took the lead shortly thereafter. Penny with the ball through to Smith Rowe. He will swing it wide for Borello. He will slot it through to Jack Marriott and he will send it nicely beyond the goalkeeper to give us the lead. But it didn't last long. Hull City were level on 23 minutes. De Silva Lopez in the middle. Kiko with the ball. He will send it into the middle. There is Lewis Potter to equalise for Hull. He then put them in front as well just after half-time. Long with a long ball down the middle. Headed on towards Lewis Potter and he will have a shot from the edge of the box. A nice finish from him, to be fair. But we denied Hull all 3 points with about 10 to play. Matt Penny with a free kick from long range beyond George Long to give us a well-deserved point at Hull. And last time out, it was a 3-1 win away at Preston. Let's take a look at it. Now, it's fair to say with Curtis Jones, I haven't started him that much in the league, but he headed us in front here. Ryan Brewster made it 2-0 on 33 minutes. Eze with the ball in the box with a nice little chip towards the centre. There is Brewster nodding in for 2-0. And we wrapped it up pretty much on 38 minutes. Curtis Jones with his second goal. Bit of a defensive mix-up at the back from Preston. Jones sliding it into the net nicely into the top corner for number 3. Preston did pull a goal back early in the second half. Potts with the ball on the right-hand side. and he will play it into the middle, where Dehar, I hope I've said that right, probably haven't, heads the only consolation goal Preston managed as we won at Deepdale. So that brings us here. The FA Cup third round draw has been made, and it is a fellow Championship side who we will welcome to Hillsborough in Millwall. It is in the Championship where I am most pleased with how things are going. Look at the goal difference, plus 23 at the moment. I don't think it's ever been that high, even when we've been doing well in the first season. Obviously last season it was a bit of a write-off, but never mind. We are top on goal difference over Norwich City with 38 points. Then comes Swansea on 37, Newcastle on 36, Barnsley on 34, Bristol City on 33, Derby, Charlton and Brentford just outside on 32. Then come QPR and Crystal Palace on 31. So the top 11 are separated by 7 points. It is very tight to that point. Leeds are on 27, just inside the top half. Let's look at the bottom though, because it's quite close down the bottom as well. Preston on 15, are bottom of the table, but they're only a point behind Blackpool and Nottingham Forest, who are both on 16. Then come three sides on 17. Wigan, Huddersfield and Reading. Cardiff on 18, Birmingham on 19 with Stoke. Then come Millwall on 21, Blackburn on 23, and Hull just inside the bottom half on 24. Because the Championship table is starting to take shape, but it's so tight. It's a very, very tight table at the moment. So what we're going to do this time is we're going to do another roundup video to get us through the Christmas programme, and we'll pop out in 2022 with a match against Leeds United, because that is a very big rivalry between Sheffield Wednesday and Leeds. So that is the plan going forward for that. If you enjoy this content, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel and would like to do so, please hit the subscribe button down the corner. Don't forget, if you've got any comments to make on today's video, please leave them below. Also, don't forget, I'm a member of the FM creators community and the Passion for FM team. The link to the Discord server is in the description. That was episode 30 of Resurgence with Sheffield Wednesday. I will see you next time. Until then, thanks for watching. Goodbye.